It used to be that you had your Russian Reds, you had your Cuban Reds, Hollywood Red, here Red, there Red, everywhere Red, E-I-E-I-O. But it kept us on our toes. We didn't know who to mistrust, but we had to defend ourselves. And you had good jobs to put meat on the table. But today we find ourselves being destroyed, not by the Reds, but by a bunch of short-sighted, bleeding heart, penny-pinching Washington wimps.
Who is this guy?
R.J. Hacker, sir.
R.J.? How about a little credit? I'm the only president who hasn't gotten us into a war.
I think that's his point, sir. You have yet to send our boys into battle.
We'll send them where? Nobody's bothering us.
Send them anywhere, sir? Guaranteed 30-point boost in the polls.
Well, I'm not going to start a war just to increase my popularity. What can I do for 20 points?
It makes me want to commit acts I cannot utter in public. Hey, here he is now. The man that a thin majority of you chose to be president of the United States.
Stu?
A little hard on the leader of the free world, don't you think?
It's just what he deserved. I tell you, this peace ain't all it's cracked up to be, especially if we keep on laying off thousands of voters.
Well, what would you suggest we do to keep these factories open, Should I call up the Russians, see if they want to get back into it, huh? Would that help?
Don't you get sarcastic with me, you little pissant. You just had an idea that I liked, and I want you to follow up on it.
How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, okay, I'm in command here. Stay calm. Get on me.
Morning, Mr. President.
Morning, sir.
I have the results from the overnight tracking. Would you care to hear the damage?
Yeah, I can take it.
Oh, it's good news, sir. Immediately after the assassination attempt, we got a 15-point boost in the national polls.
Oh, okay.
Of course, they dropped off considerably once word got out that you were still alive. But the good news is the initial massive gains that Dow Jones made after the assassination bulletin held for the entire business day.
Well, that's good news.
According to this, rumors that you were clinically dead for 5 minutes and returned to life boosted your rating with the religious right.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's also something in there. The voters felt that your being alive or dead had no real bearing on their daily lives.
Well, you can take that a couple of ways, you know.
With all due respect, sir, enjoy your single term.
You know, it's not fair. I mean, every other president had all of the Russians to blame for everything. What have I got?
You know, Mr. President, it is really too bad that the Russians are no longer in the game.
Hell, they weren't much fun anyway. Never got to kill a single one of them.
Yes, General, but without them, you and your friends would have had to get real jobs.
That isn't funny, Stu.
You know, Stu's got a point.
What point, sir?
Well, of course, you've got a point, too.
My point, sir, is that Russia is in such shambles, they couldn't sissy slap us if they tried. Dad. 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 Dad.
I miss anything?
Nothing.
Also dead.
These guys are all dead. What, are you working from an old list?
Sir, these are the kind of guys that we're looking for. Well, this guy, he's still alive. But he's down in Florida making license plates now. She's reformed and looking good.
You know, we were thinking, what could be a bigger threat than aliens invading from space?
Ooh, boy! Scare the shit out of everyone. Even me, sir.
Jesus, is this the best you could come up with? What about, you know, international terrorism?
Well, sir, we're not going to reopen missile factories just to fight some creeps running around in exploding rental cars, are we, sir?
Turn on the lights. I'm sorry. I'm appalled. I mean, I'm surprised you left those killer bees off the list. That'd be a good one. How about Canada?
hate about coming here, you know? You gotta listen to that song all the time. Check out the flag. Now, what is that? Was that a weed on there or what? Come on, give me a break. Nice flag.
Let's go!
Let's go, drop the puck.
Let's go!
Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hockey Night in Canada. Tonight, the American team visits our Canadian champions, the Ontario Beavers. Please enjoy the game and remember, no bad language and no littering.
A riot between Americans and Canadians broke out last night at a hockey arena in Niagara Falls, Ontario. Police estimate at least 60 people, including an American sheriff, were detained overnight by Canadian authorities.
I want to call the American Embassy. All I said was Canadian beer sucks.
Shut up, people! Can we all just get along?
Boy, these Canadians are violent. General, can I use your phone for a second?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, Stu Smiley, give me Central Intelligence. Yeah, Canada desk?
The big New York blackout?
Sure.
Caused by a Canadian hydroelectric plant at Niagara Falls. The Canucks claimed that it was a faulty transmitter. We had reason to suspect otherwise.
Why? Why do you...
These Canadians suffer from a serious inferiority complex. That's why they built this. Canadian National Tower, world's tallest freestanding structure. Our scientists can't figure out its purpose. Now, but theirs can't either. Canadians are always dreaming up a lot of ways to ruin our lives. The metric system, for the love of God. Celsius. Neil Young.
You're right, Gus.
Of course I'm right. It was crazy of us to have been so blind for so long. We thought, wow, they're just Canadians. Yeah, they're practically the 51st state. We admired them. Clean streets, no crime, no minorities. How'd they do that? No slavery. God, they're smart. Their entire government is run by socialists.
Yeah, but it's not the real pinko stuff, Gus.
No. That's where you're wrong. They've always had these tendencies.
Capitalism must be destroyed in all forms. What the hell is this?
You see what I mean? We haven't been paying any attention. We think that, they're a little strange with the socialized medicine stuff, but do you know that they provide free college to anyone? Free trains, free eyeglasses, free condoms.
Jesus. Do your superiors know about this?
Gutless desk mammals. Ever since I told them we'd be back from the Bay of Pigs by 10, they've treated me like dirt.
Well, you've done a great job here, Gus. I'm gonna make damn sure the president knows of your fine work.
Like I care.
Canada? Did you say Canada? The American people, Mr. Smiley, would never, ever buy this.
Mr. President, the American people will buy whatever we tell them to. You know that.
Aren't you overlooking one major obstacle? I mean, like how to get the average American to hate and fear Canadians?
Hell, they're whiter than we are.
Gentlemen, ladies, allow me to clue you to a few rude awakenings. For those of you that think Canada is a mom-and-pop operation, it's time to wake up and smell the snow. Fact, Canada is now the second largest country in the world. Fact, Canadians freely cross over our borders, walking among us undetected.